Governor, thanks very much for joining us. I know you're over at the water treatment plant behind you right now. How bad is this situation?
Well, it's pretty bad. As you have mentioned, we do have way over 100,000. We don't have the exact number yet of people who are without water, but obviously all the restaurants are closed down, the hotels are having to close down, schools was out yesterday, and it's just a real inconvenience for the people, not being able to use their water with the exception of flushing toilets. So, we are working, putting every bit of the state resources we have together. We're doing water tests on an hourly basis, and the chemical level is declining, but we're just not sure exactly how long it's going to take until it's acceptable to lift the do not drink ban that the West Virginia American Water Company has placed on us.
What happened at that chemical plant this company Freedom Industries was operating? What happened to cause this nightmare?
Well, I'm not sure whether it was just lack of maintenance of the storage tank. There was several thousand gallons of this chemical in the plant. It's estimated that probably at the maximum about 5,000 gallons had leaked out in the tank, as I understand, is very near the Elk River, and then obviously after it breached the wall, it got into the river and then obviously was sucked into the water plant here. Our Department of Environmental Protection was on the scene yesterday morning when they started getting complaints of the smell of black licorice in the air. They traced it down to this particular chemical company, and that's when they told them they had to cease and desist right there, and then they had to put a new retaining wall around with pumps in case rain would come, where the chemical could not get back into the river. So, the old tank has been emptied and taken away, and as of right now, the company is closed down.
We understand the federal government is coming to aid. Some FEMA trucks from the Federal Emergency Management Agency. I take it they're going to be coming later tonight around 8 or 9 p.m. your time. What do you want the federal government, Governor, to do?
Well, let me say that I am pleased that the president did sign the emergency declaration yesterday evening after I requested it, and we are receiving FEMA assistance, and most of it right now is in the form of several truckloads of water. I understand that the water should have been here before, but in traveling here got caught in some bad weather, and so it slowed it down. However, several private businesses, both in-state and out-of-state, has shipped just truckload after truckload of water, and that's the big need right now. Obviously, as we go on, we're going to start maybe needing wipes and hand sanitizer, baby formula, and that sort of thing. But as of right now, I think everyone has enough food. But if anyone wants to make those donations, we're accepting those now. But water has been the big thing. We learned from the derecho we had a year ago and the Hurricane Sandy last October that we needed to be prepared. So, we've been able to handle the emergency much better than we could have before. So we just appreciate all the help and the donations that so many kind people from around the country are sending us with the trucks of water.
Tell us about Freedom Industries, Governor, this plant, this company that operates this plant that had this disaster that caused this. Does it have a good track record? Is it a subsidiary of another company? What do we know about it?
I know very little about it, and I've had personally not had any contact with the management of that company. I know that when DEP rolled in yesterday morning, they had to convince them that they needed to get in to take care of this problem. So, that we're still investigating to see what's going on with the company. I do not know of any previous spill or anything like this, but that doesn't mean that hasn't happened.